Facebook ads versus Google ads. Which is better when it comes to delivering amazing results for your clients? What's up, everybody? My name is Jordan, and I feel like I took like about a week off. I just needed 1 week off from making videos and things like that. And I was just focused on my, digital marketing agency, and as well as my programs and things like that, my mentorship program. But you know what? I'm back at it, and I got some new content coming out for you guys. Let me know in the comment section what type of content you guys want me to see, what type of videos you guys want to hear, or what do you guys need help with. Let me know in the comment section below. Summer is officially rolled in. We are now on today's June 24th. It's getting hotter. As you can see, I got a little tan going on. I've been playing basketball at the parks, and still practicing safe social distancing, so don't worry. But nonetheless, I'm back. In today's video, I'm gonna be talking about the difference between Facebook ads versus Google ads when it comes to generating leads for your clients. I'm assuming that most of you guys that watch my YouTube channel is into either social media marketing or digital marketing. And so with that, our focus is to generate new customers, more business for our clients that we work with, right? So this is a topic that a lot of people has asked about for me. They've always asked, what's the difference between Facebook ads and Google ads? Which one is better? And I'm gonna dive into all of that today. So before I jump into the video, make sure you guys give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, turn on the notification bell, comment. Let me know what you guys thoughts in the comment section. Let me know, what videos I should make next and stuff like that. That would really super be helpful, and help me grow my channel. I would really appreciate you guys for that. So let's begin with Facebook ads, because I feel like that's the popular thing going on right now, when it comes to digital marketing and, generating leads and stuff like that. When you see, when this whole SMMA thing became popular, the first time I heard it was, because my friend bought a course off of Tai Lopez, and then that's when, that's when things really started. Everyone started jumping into social media marketing agency and generating leads, and that's when I learned more about Facebook ads, and then eventually that led to Google ads and things like that. So it really popularized for me about like 2-3 years ago. We're in 2020, so about 2017 2018 was when I first heard of the term SMMA. I had no idea what it was. I didn't know anything about Facebook ads or Google ads. I see the ads and stuff like that, and I thought it was kind of like weird, but nonetheless, I didn't have any marketing experience, knowledge. I didn't go to school for marketing or anything like that. So this is coming from somebody that had absolutely zero experience and knowledge in sales and marketing, because that was not my field. I was going to college for like something totally completely different. Anyways, so Facebook ads, I took this course, with my buddies. I bought the Tai Lopez course, and I went through it and things like that. And, I learned about Facebook ads. I learned how all these internet gurus was using Facebook to advertise, either their own products, their own business, or their other local businesses, right? So Tai Lopez, inside that course, it teaches you to go, after your local businesses that needs more clients or customers, basically. And what you do is you reach out to them and say, hey, I can install a Facebook pixel on your website, or I could build you a better website so that you can track everyone that gets on your website, and we could start targeting these people with Facebook ads, and we can get you more customers coming through your door. And so that's what I did, right? After I took the Tai Lopez course, I jumped into Facebook ads. I wasn't I didn't really know much about it, but I gave it a shot, just tried it out. And I landed who did I land as my very first client? It was a chiropractor. Just because, I was doing so much research and I was just trying to get the ball rolling. I didn't know how to get my first client, but I saw all these other people on YouTube saying that they landed their first client, and chiropractors was easy to be their first client, right? It was their first easy client to go after. So nonetheless, I went after chiropractors after a few trial and error before that, but I landed a chiropractor. I ran the Facebook ads for him, And you know, the first week we did really well. I think I generated him like 10 12 solid leads. But then after that, things started to go downhill, and then after the first month, he cut my services. So yeah, after that, I was kind of like scarred from running Facebook ads, and I was like, all right, I don't really want to do Facebook ads anymore. But I'm gonna explain to you guys what are the pros and cons between Facebook ads and Google ads. So the pros of Facebook ads, guys. I don't know if you guys want to hear the pros or cons first, but I'll jump into the pros, right? The pros of Facebook ads is that you can get leads, a lot of leads, for very cheap. So I'm currently running Facebook ads right now. I'll probably pop it up for you guys, or I'm not gonna pop it up right now, but for Facebook ads, you can get a lot of leads for cheap leads. I mean, leads ranges anywhere from less than $1. I mean, I've seen myself get leads for about 30 cents, upwards to you know, $4 or $5. It really depends what you're advertising for. But with Facebook ads, nonetheless, you could get a lot of leads for cheap. So a lot of cheap leads, right? Now, the con of Facebook ads is that with the volume of leads that you're getting and the cheap amount of leads, you know, you're getting leads for $1, $2, $4, $5, whatever it is that you're getting it for, they aren't the best quality of leads. So, you know, like I said, you know, when I was running Facebook ads for my chiropractor, I generated him like 12 to 12 appointments. It wasn't just like someone that filled out a form. It was someone that you know, filled out the form and then set an appointment with my chiropractor, right? So it was a solid lead that was going to turn it into a customer. Now, most of these leads that set up an appointment with my chiropractor, only about 1 or 2 of them actually showed up, and the ones that actually showed up, I think he said, didn't turn into a customer, or they were kind of tire kickers or weird, or they were just looking for some type of special offer, right? They're not really there with a problem. They were just there to kind of get a free back massage or free adjustment, or not free adjustment, but a cheap adjustment, right? So they weren't like quality leads. And so I struggled with Facebook ads at the beginning when I was running Facebook ads for local businesses and things like that, is that I quickly found out that you know, these leads, they don't have that much intent. You know, they're only signing up for whatever you're advertising for because it's some type of good incentive, right? Like either, you know, free back massage if you come in today, or 20, you know, you probably seen some of the chiropractor ads. Like I've done a lot of research on chiropractor ads and different types of ads because I was trying to figure out how to run the most effective ads for my own chiropractor. And so you probably seen, you know, ads that go for chiropractors, you know, $21 for an adjustment, $27, $49 for adjustment. Really cheap deals, right? To get these people to claim these offers and for them to come in, right? So these leads are kind of like on Groupon, you know, like if you're on Groupon, you're just trying to look up whatever deals, you know, you're not really looking to be a long-term customer. Maybe some people are, but most people, you know, they're just looking for a great deal one time, in and out, and that's it, right? They're not really trying to stay as a customer and things like that. Like their customer value, lifetime customer value isn't really there. So with Facebook ads, great amount of leads, low cost leads, but the quality that's where it's really lacking. Now there's ways to go around it. You could improve quality with, you know, by qualifying leads beforehand, and, you know, getting them to book an appointment ahead of time, and making sure that they're coming in for their appointment time and things like that. There's things that you could do to improve quality, but overall, you know, Facebook ads, that's like the biggest con, is just the lead quality. And when you're running Facebook ads for your local businesses, especially for affluent niches, for niches that, you know, are paying you lots of money, you know, they're going to question, they're going to get tired of, you know, getting 10, 15, 20 different phone calls that don't turn into a customer or a new client for them, right? They're going to get very frustrated, and they're going to end your services. And I've had that happen to me before, right? So with affluent niches, I mean, I charge anywhere from between $1,500 to $2,500 every single month for my services. That is my own fees. That's 100% profit. That doesn't include ad spend, right? The ad spend is totally completely different. Their credit card is linked to the advertising platform, and then they pay directly for the ads. So I don't charge them for the ads. They're charged separately for that, and then $1,500 to $2,500 goes just towards my management fees and setup fees and things like that. So that goes directly to me, and that's it. And so if you're paying, let's say you're charging a client, $1,500 to $2,500 a month, and so if that's how much you're charging, then your client is going to be expecting a return on investment. So let's say you're charging $2,500 a month, right? It doesn't matter what you're charging, but let's say that you're charging $2,500 a month, and so your client is going to expect that he or she is going to make back a minimum of $3,000, right? $3,000 minimum. And even at $3,000 minimum, they're going to they're still going to feel a little, they feel, that was kind of like risky, that might have been luck. I only made $500 on top of what I invested in. So really, if you want them to be, happy customers, clients of yours, then you need to be making them at least, 5,000 back or plus, 7,500 to 10,000 would be on the great side. But minimal, if you're charging $2,500, minimal $3,000 just to keep them on board, but still they're gonna be, I don't know if that really worked, but 5,000 is where that's more comfort. They're like, okay, this is working. I could kind of like do this on the side to make a little bit more money, and they don't have any problems, with you or anything like that. They'll hang on to your services. If you're charging $2,500 and you're doubling their investment, right? You make them back 5,000, so they would have profited $2,500. Now, they're not going to be able to profit $2,500 if you're generating leads that aren't good quality, right? If you're generating leads that come in and they're not turning into customers, they're not turning into basically money for their business, then that's going to be on you. That's where it comes back on you, and that's going to be where there's going to be friction, and there's going to be frustrations on one side or the other. You're saying that, hey, I'm bringing you leads. They're saying these leads aren't great. And, you're saying that, hey, I'm generating, that's what I do. I generate leads. And that's where, things just doesn't go well. So where Google Ads comes in is the pros and cons of Google Ads, right? So the pro of Google Ads, which is something I focus on. I actually don't run Facebook ads for my clients. I actually focus 100% on Google Ads for all of my clients, actually. And it's been working really well. Like, I've built a 6-figure agency all from my bedroom through strictly Google Ads, and I'm no Google Ads guru. I'm not a guru whatsoever. There's a lot of people out there who understand Google Ads a lot better than I do, I feel like. But I feel like I'm good enough to have helped an attorney in Arizona, which is a very competitive city, competitive state, I should say, and he's in the competitive city of Arizona. But I've helped him grow from one office from when he first opened to now he has multiple offices throughout a very competitive city in Arizona, Phoenix, Arizona. It's a very competitive city for attorneys out there. And so, I took him from one office when he first started opening. He believed in me, and he gave it a shot. And now he's at about 5 different offices throughout Arizona, and that's crazy to me, right? And at the time, I was not a professional. I was kind of still dabbling in, but that's really the power of the difference between Google Ads and Facebook Ads. Where Facebook Ads, I was running for this chiropractor, and I was generating leads, but they weren't good quality, and he didn't retain my services after a month. So with Google Ads, the pros of Google Ads is that, number one, you don't have to be a professional. You don't have to know it all you don't need a lot of tech skills. You don't need to be, a marketing genius or anything like that. You don't need a whole lot of experience with Google Ads to get it to work. You just need a system, a campaign setup, and a system that works. Once you get that working, you can replicate that for every single client that you sign on, right? And I talk about more of that system inside of my 80-minute webinar training. If you guys haven't watched it yet, the link is in the description. But with Google Ads, the pro of Google Ads is that it's way much more intent based than Facebook ads. So the biggest difference between Facebook ads and Google ads is that Facebook ads is a form of disruptive marketing where you're trying to stop someone from scrolling on their newsfeed to watch your advertisement, right? So most of the time when you're on Facebook, you're scrolling through your newsfeed, you're looking at the cool, funny pictures, cool, funny videos, you're checking up on your friends, family, and things like that. You're not really looking to, go get an adjustment with the chiropractor, right? You're not really looking to purchase solar panels. You're not looking to hire a lawyer. You're not looking to purchase anything or hire anybody, or you're not really looking for anything. You're just there for entertainment most of the time, right? You're there for entertainment. And so that's a form of disruptive marketing. And when there is an advertisement on Facebook, they're doing flashy stuff. They're showing Lamborghinis, houses. They're, I don't know what they're doing nowadays. But with Facebook ads, they're trying to stop you from scrolling on your newsfeed. And, they're trying to get you to watch their advertisement, whatever it may be. Now, with Google ads, there's none of that, right? There's no photos. There's no videos. Nothing flashy is being thrown at you. And so with Google ads, it's way much more intent based, meaning that, people have the intention to purchase, hire, they're looking for something, right? They're actively seeking a service, a product, information, whatever it is, right? And so let's say you are running an ad for, a solar company, which is one of my clients. I actually have a client that is that sells solar installation, right? And I don't know too much about solar, but I know how to run ads for solar companies. And that's another beauty of it, is that you don't have to know everything about the niche that you're working in. You just need to know enough. Number one, you need to know enough, and number two, you need to have that system and campaign set up in place, and you know how to do that. Once you know how to do that, you could pretty much work with any niche. It doesn't really matter what niche you decide to work with. But anyways, so I run, if someone goes to google.com, right, and they search in solar installation for my home, right, that means that person is actively looking for a solar company to come to their house and install solar. And so that's perfect for solar companies, because that's exactly what they're looking for, right? They're not looking for leads on Facebook who, want to check it out, or maybe want to learn more about solar, or, get more information and stuff like that. That's not what they're looking for. They're looking for people who are already ready to move forward, already ready to become a customer, ready to become a new client, right? And this works for all niches. And so if someone searches up solar installation for my home, then they're looking for a solar panel installation for their home, right? And if you show your ad, if you're showing ads on Google and you got it set up the right way, then your ad is going to show up on the first page of Google and at the very top, right? So the top of Google, and I'll show you right now. I'm already on Google here. So if I search up solar installation, doesn't matter, near me, right? The top 5 right here, and it's cut off, but you can see, work with me here. The first 3, actually move this over. The top 3 here are ads, right, as you could see. So it goes, the first 3 links here are ads, and if you scroll down, you have the little map. This is an ad as well. Some nearby companies, and then the Yelp link, and then some of these are just websites based off of SEO and things like that. That's what they pay their SEO companies for, to hopefully rank on the first page. But as you can see, notice how even if they're running SEO, they don't show up anywhere above here, right? Google shows the ads first. And so if people were looking for a solar company, they would have to scroll all the way down just to find like a website, right? Now, if you're running ads, you automatically, if you're doing it the right way, you automatically show up in the top 3 links here, and you're at the top of the page as well. So that's the advantage that you have if you do run Google ads. I'm gonna go back here. So that's the advantage that you have if you're running ads for Google. You just show up on the very top. If you're obviously, you got to set it up the right way. But once you have it set up the right way, and you're running ads and people are searching for your services, they're much more likely to hire you, purchase your product, or whatever it is, right? So there's way much more intent based. And so what does that mean? The lead quality is way much higher. And so that's how you're going to be able to work with a lot higher paying customers and clients, is because you're able to bring much better lead quality compared to Facebook ads, where you're not, you might have to charge a lot less because you're bringing in a volume of leads, but they're not great quality leads. So with Google ads, they might be spending, whatever amount of dollars for their lead, but that lead is way much more likely to turn into a customer or client. So that is the biggest difference. And that's how you're able to work with much more high paying clients, is that you got to bring way much higher quality leads. At the end of the day, those leads need to turn into new customers or clients or new money for the business that you're working with, right? Now the cons of Google ads, right? There's pros and cons to everything. The biggest con of Google ads is that it is much more expensive or pricier than Facebook ads. Now that's the biggest difference between as far as cost. That's the cons. Facebook ads, low cost. Google ads, high cost. Now let me ask you guys something. Which one would you guys rather have, right? Would you guys rather have 30 leads for $30, right? $1 per lead, 30 leads, $30, but none of those leads, or maybe one of those leads or two of those leads, might turn into a customer, right? Might turn into a new client. Now, your client would have had gotten 30 leads. They would have called, been talking on the phone with these 30 leads, or maybe some of these leads, didn't come in, or whatever the reason is. Your client would be frustrated with talking to those 30 leads, just because that's wasting time and energy compared to Google ads. Let's say you get one lead, but for $30 for one lead, but that lead had much more intent and had much more purpose of purchasing or hiring your client services or products, right? That is going to be worth way much more than Facebook ads, right? I would rather get one lead for $30 than 30 leads for $1 that had no intent. So it really comes down to quality over quantity. That's what it really comes down to, and that's what has really worked out for my agency, is that when we switched over from Facebook ads to Google ads. I'm not saying that Facebook ads don't work. There's a ton of people, they focus on Facebook ads, and I don't know if it works for them or not, but for them, there's a lot of people that jumps into Facebook ads. For myself, I'm a big advocate for Google ads when it comes to generating high quality leads for high paying clients, right? Because high paying clients, they want to make more money. And if they're paying top dollars, they don't want to be talking to 30 different people and hoping to land one new customer, right? They want to see results right away. And so if you're running Google ads, that's what you're gonna see. Obviously, you gotta set it up the right way, but that goes with Facebook ads as well, right? You gotta set it up the right way. But yeah, with Google ads, if you set it up the right way, you have the system set up, your campaign is set up the way it should be set up. I don't know how many times I said set up, but you need to set it up the right way, that's for sure. But once you have that done, then things are pretty much automated from there. I don't spend a lot of time on Google ads after I have it all set up and things like that. And that's another thing, guys, is another pro of Google ads is that you only need to put it together once. And once you have put it together once, there's very little optimization you have to do to it, very little tweaks, but the campaign itself for Google ads is going to consistently get great results for your clients, right? Rather as with Facebook ads, you got to play with the creative side, and that's a lot. You got to play with what images work, what videos work, right? Those two things. And then you just gotta be creative with those stuff, and you gotta switch in and switch out. You gotta constantly come up with new pictures and new videos to find what works and what doesn't. With Google ads, you don't need to do any of that. Like, that's because you don't have to show, you're not showing pictures, you're not showing videos and things like that. There's way less of the creative side, right? So that's why you only need to set it up one time, and you start getting consistent results compared to Facebook ads, where you gotta keep creating pictures and videos and things like that to find out which one gets more attention, right? Because you're trying to get attention, you're trying to disrupt someone from scrolling on their news feed to get them to pay attention to your Facebook ads. And that's why I like Google ads. If you ask me, Facebook ads or Google ads, when it comes to generating high quality leads that turns into customers that makes money quickly and a lot of money, because there's so many people searching on Google every single day. Like literally Google is the #1 search engine. People are going to Google with intent to purchase, hire, whatever it is. Everyone goes there, uses Google for the #1 search engine. And so if you as a business owner, or if you have a client who is a business owner and they're not on Google, then you're leaving a whole lot of money on the table. You're not spending money at the right places. You might be doing ads on radio, commercial, billboards, and things like that. And that is all a form of disruptive marketing. You're trying to stop someone to look at your advertisement, compared to Google, where someone is literally taking the step to look for you, for your services, for your products, and all you need to do is run your ads and show up, and people are already searching for you, so they're going to be much more likely to hire you or purchase your product. So that's my take on Google ads versus Facebook ads. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I know a lot of people, a lot of you guys might be running Facebook ads or prefer Facebook ads. I want to know why. And I'm not saying that I'm right or wrong or anything like that. It's just my preference. I've used Google ads. I've grown my agency from 0 to 6 figures within months, all from my bedroom, using Google ads, no prior marketing experience, no prior marketing knowledge and things like that. So if I can definitely do it in this little room, and with no experience, no guidance and things like that, I'm sure you guys can as well. But let me know in the comment section below, what do you guys think about the Facebook ads and Google ads? I've done Facebook ads before. It was all right. Google ads helped me grow my agency, and I'm seeing the results. Like I could tell the difference as well. But you know what? I will tell you guys one thing that I think, in my opinion, where Facebook is better than Google ads. I know I've been throwing a lot of rocks at Facebook ads, but one thing that Facebook ads is good at when it comes to leads and stuff like that is that I believe that their lookalike audience and your ability to create custom audience and lookalike audiences is much more powerful than Google. Google's list, I feel like it could be worked on, but with Facebook, when you're creating a lookalike audience, for those of you that don't know what a lookalike audience is, it's basically Facebook's artificial intelligence system, their way to be able to find people who are similar to your customers or whatever that it is that you identify it to be. So let's say that you have a list of emails of your customers, right? Let's say you have your business and you have a list of 500 emails of your customers, right? Your customers came in, they gave you your email, and you have 500 of those. You can pop those 500 emails into Facebook, and Facebook will create a lookalike audience based off of those 500 emails and find people who match, that type of behavior, those type of your 500 emails. And so Facebook will give you the option to target people, that lookalike audience based on your 500 emails, and that way you're running your ads to people who are have the same behaviors and actions that your 500 emails has done. So it's really been that's been powerful. I actually use that myself for my mentorship program. I do run advertisement for my mentorship program. I don't run any ads for my agency because I get all of my clients without running ads. So I've actually built my agency to 6 figures without running any ads. I've ran ads for my agency before, but I've gotten 0 clients from it, and it gets really expensive. So there's a lot more effective ways to get clients that doesn't involve spending money on ads, and that's what I've opted for. I don't run any ads for my agency, and I'm going to continue that because things do get pricey, especially if you don't know what you're doing. But yeah, I know that if I can get a client for a lot cheaper and not have to run ads, I would rather do that. Anyway, so Lookalike audiences is super powerful, a lot better than Google Ads in my opinion. And if you are running ads and you're targeting a lookalike audience, you're gonna get great results. You're going to get very cheap leads, and those leads are going to be a little bit more intent based. Just because they have the same actions and behaviors as your 500 customers that came in, right? So that's the one thing that I would use Facebook ads for, and I'm actually using that, is creating lookalike audiences and targeting people who have the same actions and things like that. So that's my take on Google Ads versus Facebook ads. If you found this video helpful, give it a big thumbs up. It will be super helpful to my YouTube channel. I really appreciate it. Subscribe, turn on the notification bell if you guys want to grow your agency. Let me know what you guys need help with in the comment section below. I'll create more content on that for you guys. And I always get back to everybody. You know, leave a question. I always get back to everybody. It's not like I have 1 million subscribers or anything like that. We're currently at about 800 and something, close to 900. The goal is to hit 1,000, and so if you guys subscribe to the channel, you guys would be able to help me out reach my milestone. I would really appreciate it. But until then, I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.